Thanks. He discarded another land. So he's drawn quite a lot of land next. He had that turn off where I think it was turn 5 where he didn't play his 5th land and he wanted to double spell but couldn't. So he may be a little flooded over there now. Like he may have drawn his value cards early and then hit lands to catch up kind of deal. Appreciate the $10, man. It's nice. Drafting's expensive in this game. Like not like I'm dying for it or not, but it is an expensive game to play nonstop. All right, at 17. Yeah, that's fine. It's always gonna happen. Dryad. Eight mana. 5 and 3 with Soul Salvage, Switcheroo, Murder. It's not a target I want to switcheroo. He's playing red-green. There's going to be better targets. The 3-1 on this, the 1-3 on this board is okay. It blocks Dryad for a turn, offers me a switcheroo body. I don't mind Soul Salvaging to get the bounce card back too. So I think I'm Ghostlight plus Arcanist Resurrect here, and playing out Arcanist and saving Murder up. Or I could just bounce. I have 8 too. I could just play the, maybe not. I lied. With 5 more here, we can actually buy back the guy and do it. Let's just Soul Salvage our flyer. And I guess the Octo Prophet here. Making it more fancy than I need to, wasting Murder. Okay, he doesn't want to be part of that. Looks like he's out of gas. All right, cool. All right. Thought I went infinite on drafting. I did the last time I played. I played it for like a year and a half. MTGA I think was roughly, or a year or something like that, and put in two purchases of $100 each, and played 8 hours a day off that. So nearly infinite off of the first round. But they've changed the payout structure. You no longer. I was playing best out of 3, and best out of 3 helps smooth the variance and tends to reward better players. This is best of 1 for the rank stuff, and I'm not familiar with this format walking into it, and I'm also not. I'm not, like, I played for like a year and a bit, like full on, right, where I was getting better, where here I'm just kind of coming back after a long break. So my win percentage is going to be reduced from the format. My win percentage is going to be reduced from me being rusty, and reduced from not playing solid on. So yeah. See ya. Free hot Carl. Wait a minute. All right, 3 mana. Going first, we need to draw stuff. It's a bit slow, but we have removal, and if we get really tempoed that, I think we keep. Mostly, I feel like in this game, so much of this game is essentially, for mulligans anyways, it's just like, do you have enough lands to play the game? You don't really get to card select. Dude, is this the 4th deck where sacrifice matters? You think it's a greedy keep? I don't think it's a greedy keep. I don't think you can select on card quality. I think you have to select on mana like 99% of the time. Okay. All right, opponent's opener also really slow. It's nice. It's a good draw, I guess, since we can play it. But the best draw, of course, was Swamp there. So he was color screwed, which is unfortunate, because although we kept 3 and have drawn 3 times, we've drawn a fucking land. It's a scary one. Okay, so all sorts of decisions here. We could take 2. That's the laziest thing. We play out the Blackguard. The thing is, Blackguard ambushes Baron, and it does that really nicely. And Baron's a scary threat. If I don't ambush Baron, I'm going to have to play something like a Spores into it. I could bounce Skeleton here. You can't replay it this turn, but it's only a 1 mana cost next turn. Or I could just be hit by the Skeleton and allow the Baron and not play out the Blackguard, which maybe is okay. It's just ugly all around, right? I'm going to play this. I'm not excited by that news. I can't ambush with that. I think I'm going to end up strangling spores, but I have to do it for basically this reason, which is I need my cards. All right, now there's some decisions again. 5, the gaming nemesis, yep. So the card we can play is Crypt Lurker. I don't want to tap down Baron, although I am happy because I don't want to leave this effect on the field. Giving Death Touch is really nasty with a number of different cards in this format. I mean, I can just Strangling Spores if he casts it again. If he doesn't cast it again, it's not great. I kind of want to look for my mana. Part of me wants to put Salvager in the graveyard. And I mean, but he's playing black too, and I've gotten trouble with that. I could put Symbiont in the graveyard, but if he's got like a fucking Rise to the Grave, it's just a screw. I could drop the Blackguard as being entirely useless here and just draw a card. That might be best. It's kind of anti-tempo for us, but this card isn't going to do anything in about 1 more second, right? And I need to hit lands here. Okay. All right. Card of Goal of Unsummon is not card advantage. Unsummon's a tempo thing or a trick, and it's a 1 mana trick, so it makes it good. I mean, it's just tough to say, right? Like, Unsummon has its value. Here, it's important for me because we're so mana screwed that we need some tempo to get times to draw for lands. This could be Bladebrand. The fact he didn't play this first makes this kind of weird. I'm going to block this. If it is Bladebrand, am I okay with that? I'm not happy about it, but I got to get through that Bladebrand sooner or later. I'm okay with this. I could just take 1. But I'm not worried about it. He doesn't have threats on the board right now. Okay, I guess it could be Siphon. But if he plays Agonizing Siphon here, we're in great shape. Strangling Spores, same deal. There's no tempo on his part, and I'm not worried about this short term. All right, a bit clunky here since I guess I can Salvager this turn, get back on summon, next turn bounce Salvager, since he's giving me so much time to do what the fuck I want. Would have been nice to bounce like a Strangling Spore, but I don't mind this. Get some value out of it at least. Epic here. It's probably just gets tapped down. I'm willing to trade Strangling Spores for it. I like that Spores hits his dude. This card also has some impact while it's on the field, although you don't generally see black-blue life gain, you see white-blue. I could just tap it with Lynx and take a turn, but I'm a little bit off mana. I could swing Bounce. I don't draw till the end of the turn though, so it's really mana inefficient this turn to do that. I think this is just Capture Sphere and go. I think I want my... I know I could have offered Strangling Spores there in case he blocked, but I'm pretty sure what I want to do is Strangling Spores a zombie. Since I don't want the zombie on the board, the zombie lord on the board, and I can't force him to interact, right? We're not going to pressure his life total to the point where that's going to be relevant. Okay. 6 mana Abomination into my Unsummon is a really questionable play in my opinion. All right, here we're actually going to Symbiont. He's got a lot of cards in hand, so I'm not expecting that selection to be super great, but okay. Next turn we've got a double spell if we want it. And we are actually starting to exert a little bit of pressure on him since he keeps playing these insanely slow turns. Discarded the zombie. That's interesting. So maybe... not sure why. Alright. Recommend Kaldheim for me? Yeah, maybe. Death Toucher again. Alright. Which one do I bounce? The Salvager? Probably the Salvager. Get an Unsummon out of this. I get an Unsummon when I recast that. Maybe I just want to bounce, take this, and get him for more damage. Okay. not sure which one I should have bounced there. Maybe I should have just Tolarian Archmage his Abomination, maybe. Alright, we managed to get out to 7 mana. We have a 4-drop and a 3-drop for double spells next turn, one of which taps his blockers, which is nice. We've got 7 power on the board. He needs to start thinking about blocking. He's at 9. I wonder if just bouncing Abomination would have been better. It would have threatened lethal with Strangling Spores in hand. Alright, here's the other fucking stupid part about this format. That's an Ugin. I can't kill Ugin either, particularly. It's unsummon target permanent creature. It's got 8 on board. I've got a Crypt Lurker, but what does a Crypt Lurker do for me? I guess Blackguard as an attacker is worth something. It goes to 3 loyalty next turn too. There's not a lot of ways I win from here. Dude, I'm 1 mana shy of what I need to do here as well. I think I run out Prophet and Scry. Oh, I can't play Blackguard then. Fuck. I just screwed that up. Rise is good. Well, it's not good because I just lost all my creatures in my graveyard. Oh, I just screwed that up, chat. Feels bad. Because he can plus Ugin to kill the Prophet. So I didn't play a Prophet in the first place. I needed Blackguard so I could play a creature at the end of the turn. So I had an attacker that can hit Ugin with the tap. I think I just lost the game on that play. Really not where I wanted to be. Ugin can't kill Lurker. Lurker? Yes, he can't directly shoot Lurker. Oh, better than a Prophet, you mean? Yeah. Yep, no, you're right. I just tilted my... I see, that's player error, right? Because I just played wrong once, then panicked, and played wrong again to lose the game. You know, that's pretty rough. Alright, so we have a similar turn coming up. I can't discard these cards. So it's literally just play Lurker out past turn. But Ugin's me at 5 loyalty when this finishes. So it's not a lot I can do about that. Past turn. Gonna get out another attacker with Blackguard. I thought we had this game, but that Ugin wiping the board is just so strong. It wipes the board and creates something that kills anything with 3 or less power for the rest of the game and goes up by 2 loyalty. It's such a nuts card. It's so broken and limited. Alright, I can't get through this turn, right? Not that it matters. Still have to play this card out, right? Last card is draw. Okay, we can't win from here. That sucks. So stupid. This card is so dumb. Another unkillable blocker. I guess I have to top deck. I don't know, man. Can I switcheroo a fucking Ugin? I probably can't. The flyer is a 4-power flyer can get through. He's got black mana. I guess I links into switcheroo. So does this matter timing-wise? Is it even worth playing that? All right, let's take a look at this. So I got to get into Ugin. I have to give them a card. I don't want to give them Blackguard. So I want to give them the Link's Body. So I need to play that first. So it's something like Link's Tap Crab, switcheroo the Air Elemental for the Lynx. Attack with both. He's got the Lynx to block the Blackguards. We don't want that. But maybe we're okay with that. Alright. Nice. So it's 4 mana investment to get that back. It's a 2 mana investment to get that back, but it's tapped for a round. That's not untapping. I can remove this and maybe get in. I think he's going to kill this. This just died. I'm not actually sure another creature matters here, so maybe I want to make the mana investment from him, which is that one. Okay. Oh, it's only 3 damage anyways. I'm just an idiot. Never mind. Okay. Well, that's the wrong order to do that in. The thinking's right. This is, I have 3 power instead of 4 power is not okay. Dude has an answer to the flyer. Skeleton archer for the final part. That sucks. All right. I don't think we can win from here. Good game. Your Ugin wins you your game, you piece of shit. That card, that's an annoying thing for me as well, right? Like, it's just like, okay, that bomb just beats everything. How much fun was Planeswalker? 0 fun, quite honestly. Okay. I mean, I guess, what were we looking for top deck wise? We needed to immediately hit our Planeswalker hitting hate, the 5 mana. Was there anything else we could have done with that? Like, I feel like Switcheroo is pretty damn good. It's just those skeletons combined with Ugin and 20 mana on our opponent is brutal. I don't know why Planeswalkers are ever in draft. Again, I think this is a huge WotC problem that they're not willing to be creative with their platform. It sucks as a going second hand to hand, but okay. In the sense that there's no reason that that needs to be in draft. And maybe it needs to be in draft in paper. But there's no reason that Ugin needs to be in draft on the game itself, right? Paper doesn't have to match the program, and the program can literally just not put those in there. I pick up my bike on the 18th of May. Care I mean, it's just it's a bomb, right? It's okay. This guy, Abzin colors. This sucks for me. Dwindo doesn't stop this from drawing him cards. So if I trade, I lose a card. If I don't trade, he has multiple sources of cards coming back, multiple sources of draw per turn. He's got Rabid Bite anyways, non-issue. So he draws at least 2 out of that. I need to draw a creature that can challenge the 2/2 right now. That has to be what I draw here. Dude, and a 1-drop? It's pretty fucked. Can't even double spell this turn. Opponent. I needed to have 1 more mana this turn. Is really what I needed. Or like an Octo Prophet or something. So I can't stop this from attacking me. This card is dead until I play something. Soul Salvage does nothing this round. So I can dwindle the Knight. The Knight actually can grow past Dwindle though, so it's a really bad target for it. So I think I am Arcanist blocks Thief. I eat Knight. He pumps Knight probably to grow it. So I take 4. It seems likely. Doesn't have another mana on board though. Does he have Death Touch normally? Oh, it's 3 to pump it? Oh, it's 3. Never mind. Okay. Didn't pump it. Wants to cast spells. Got him for 1. Didn't pump it. Left mana open. It's ugly. Why is he left mana open? I have no plays here again. I can Soul Salvage a single creature and recast it. It's super weak. I could Soul Salvage and Dwindle, also very weak. Dwindle doesn't impact this board. The Knight can grow out of Dwindle later and will grow every time I take good damage to the face. And if I switcheroo the Thief, not only is it tapped, but it doesn't challenge the Knight. So I think this is play black mana, tap like this, And switcheroo knight. Like that. And it's a fucking shit play. For sure. Alright, opponent's got it all. Opponent has, in addition to playing all black creatures off of this mana base, he also has white combat tricks in there. So we lose the game here. And that's the deck losing here. Kind of sucks. And another game decided entirely by things that are not me making decisions. So the knight is out of growth range. I can dwindle it now. I actually do have 7 mana, so I can double spell. The card draw here, Spores is okay. Spores removes protectors. We kind of buy knight off. We're taking 2 and he's drawing another card though, and we're never ever going to ever catch up here, and it's brutal. Okay. You want to have this guy's gas? Yeah, I agree, Victor. It's tilty as fuck, right? And maybe his mana base is great. I mean, he's played 2 dual lands over here. His mana base could be great, and this could be white black splashing green for something, but it's not. It's just pure Abzan, right? Tricks and fucking Jesus Christ. This is a tilting experience. Yeah. All right, so we continue to flood. We're at 7 now. He's had an answer for everything we've played. Reclamation Sage to 2-for-1 dwindle. Feet to 2-for-1 our switcheroo, and then going first so his thief can fucking rabid bite our thief and draw him cards. So I don't think I can come back from this position. We don't have a board clear. We don't have like a planeswalker. I'm trying to think of what I can possibly draw that gets me anywhere. I don't have a play this turn. I have to like buy back thief and chump with it, which isn't a play. I'm dead to like the knight on board pretty much. But it's not. We're not really playing Magic here, right? Maybe a little bit, but I can't remember the last time I made a decision in this game, right? What was my decision? The mulligan was my decision this playthrough, this game. Was there another decision that I don't remember? I guess whether or not we open when he saved his mana, whether or not we cast Switcheroo into open mana. Could we have effectively played around it when we worked through the options on that turn? Oh, he's got more removal. When we worked through the options on that turn, we had no other options, right? So if I take 6, I die to Neonate this turn with onboard mana. If I take 4, I pretty much die to Neonate. So, okay. I don't think there's a card we can draw, but this gives us one more draw. Why didn't you play that first, bro? I mean, this is a good card for us tempo-wise. Tap that down, trade. But he's on 5 cards and he's drawing again off Thief. That's the 4th draw he's going to get off that card. This is rubbing it in? Sure. But this is also our last loss, right? This is loss number 3. So we went 2-0 and then 2-3. Dude, he's got another fucking instant speed removal over there. Just casually playing. I guess his white is the splash color. If he's super strong. If he's got, I mean, if he's playing a lot of planes for white being his splash color. Maybe that's all 3 of his white sources right now. I don't know. I mean, I can't win from here. Good game. Nothing I can do about that. So we got Ugin for 1 game, land screwed for 1 game, and flooded for another game. Well, this is not just flood. This is like pure answers from our opponent, right? Like goes first, pure gas. Everything that he does 2-for-1s us. That's frustrating to me. And I'm sure anyone who's played Magic has had that experience, like that, the frustration of that experience. Okay. Fucking Ugin. All right. Okay. Kind of real. I don't know if it's weird or not. All right. Let's go again for draft. Okay. Feels like playing a draft back versus a bunch of sealed. I mean, think about our losses, right? We had 2 games where we won, neither of which where our opponent was land screwed. Those were fun games. We had a lot of decision points in those. We played against Ugin and lost. We kind of fucked it up a little bit one of our turns was really bad. There might have been a chance we beat that Ugin, but I don't think so. It came into play and destroyed fucking everything, and then all of our cards were 3 toughness, which means that it protects itself from future cards. So I'm pretty sure we lose that that game every time. We 100% lost the game where we kept 3 lands and then never drew another land. That one was always a loss. And then this last one, our opponent, I think that game was entirely different if we had gone first, right? Like that's one of those ones where if that exact same scenario when he has those cards and we have our cards, if we get 1 extra draw off the thief and we're attacking into him, and he doesn't get to just rabid bite into continuing to draw off his thief, maybe. Like, I mean, his deck was good and his cards were good, but it was so brutal going second there. I don't know. It's very hard to beat that. Very hard. I fucked it up a lot. The game I just played? No, I didn't. Fucked it up a lot in the one of them for sure, but I think we won that one. The Ugin one for sure was painful. All right, weird first pick. So pack 1, pick 1. All the commons. Angel of Dawn is probably as good as a lot of the uncommons here, but I think Angel and the uncommons are better than the commons here. Druid's a bit of a scam. Volcanic Dragon is okay, but not impressive. A 6-mana 4/4 is quite expensive. It's good, but it's not great. Psychic Corrosion seems quite strong. I don't like Gigantosaurus. It commits you to mono green with picking this, and I don't think it's all that good. I mean, it is technically a 10/10 for 5, but it's a 10/10 for 5 green with no trample. So for me, it's between Corrosion, Angel, and Dragon. I don't have a great answer to that. I like Corrosion just fine. I also like these cards just fine. I don't actually love the mill plan, but I think I start here. Does the rest of it matter? The blue cards are medium. I don't know. I've been losing to mill from time to time. There's a couple of them too. There's another one in M19. So I can get more Psychic Corrosions, of course, but there's the blue rare in M19. Although we're already going to miss that, right? Because we're not going to get a second M19 pack. But there's also another one of these 3-mana enchantment things in either M20 or M21. I don't remember which. All right, pick 2. Aerial Engineer is a nice speculation. I think for power level here, I like Essence Scatter. It's fine. Card draw has synergy with this, but we have no artifacts yet. This is kind of an Artifacts Matters. It's a really nice, valuable card if we can play it. It speculates white, but so what? I don't want to Electrify or Shock here particularly, although Shock is okay. Red-blue tends to have a lot of draw. Is there an argument for Shock over this? Maybe? So between Essence Scatter, Shock, and Engineer. Engineer is just solid, man. Electrify is garbage. It's too expensive for what it is. All right, punish for not playing green. Rex Sage is awesome. We could have had the dream of a Satyr Enchanter, two enchantment matter payoff cards for green rather. All right, but what do we have? Pioneer's great with this. It's a Dirtle card that lets us stall board, has Artifacts Matters built into it, token for width. I mean, it's fine. Okay. You'd have Rex Sage there. I don't know that that's where we want to be. All right, I don't need a Bugler, although it's okay. It's a nice ground creature, kind of. We actually have 2 targets for it already. Dwindle is slow, but okay. That's interesting. Okay, the green cards are not there. The black cards are not there. Dreadmaw's fine, but you want Dreadmaw as like a curve topper on green when you're going to be going green. This is a body if we're white. This is a body if we're white that also pulls in creatures. I kind of like that. This is the Dwindle for me. I'll take Bugler. Bugler's not very good. It misses a lot. And it misses a lot in drafts. You don't want to play a bunch of 2-power creatures. But it's still a 2/3 for 3 with Vigilance and sometimes hits. It's okay. All right. There's an Omen Speaker and a Courser. Both get hit by Bugler, which is nice. If we'd gone that Shock, we would have got paid off pretty hard in a Gutter Snipe. I do like that deck. The red-blue spells matter combination of either mill or lots of cheap cyclers are okay. We can still go there, but we're just further away from it than we've been yet. Haven't seen other red cards that has that Shock. It's between Courser and Omen Speaker for me. I actually don't like Courser very much in this playset. I loved it in M19. I thought it was one of the premier white cards, like top 4 commons, maybe top 3 commons. Kind of want this Omen Speaker, but I don't think I can justify taking over the Courser. I'm just not really trying to beat them to death, so maybe. Novice Knight, Rabid Bite, and Divination. Divination, nice synergy with Psychic Corrosion. The best card in the pack by far. Well, not by far. Rabid Bite's pretty good too. The Brute's fine, but nowhere near us. I don't mind the Knight in this deck, honestly. But I'm not gonna go out of my way. It's just a 2/3 wall for 1. Take Vengeance, actually pretty good in a deck like this. There's also a Drake. We're gonna get attacked a lot. Fine with that. The Drake's pretty bad. Another Knight, Gearsmith Guardian, Scholar, and Chaplain. We need 2 drops. The Guardian's actually pretty good in a blue-white Artifacts Matters deck. It's a big body. Nice synergy with the Corsair and the Aerial Engineer. Chaplain's okay, but I generally want something with Chaplain, either Life Gain Matters or some sort of equipment piece. Scholar's just a really bad 3-drop. Again, Knight is a wall, but we're not super keen on drafting walls immediately. Here, Prodigy is cute, but it's not much better than cute. A 2/2 is just not a thing. It doesn't do anything. Would I rather a 3/1 than a 2/2? Yeah, probably. So Druid of the Horns wield. I could speculate that we might get white-green. If that Satyr's also there, we could leave ourselves open to not playing our blue cards, of which we only have 3, although 2 of them are quite good. 4, I guess. 5 if you count that. I think this is a greedy Druid pick. Electrify wheels. Don't see any reason to be red right now. We actually are fairly wide at the moment. I don't think we're ever playing Spider. These cards are very bad. I don't think I'm playing Inspired Charge very often either. But here we are. Stuff doesn't matter. We did not wheel the Satyr or the Omen Speaker, which is kind of a bummer. Second Inspired Charge we don't want. All right, end of that pack was pretty rough for us. This could have been a 3/1. This could have been the Swift Claw. The Swift Claw is not very good, but it would have helped our deck if we weren't going to pick up any of the wheels there. All right, Bag of Holding has been very good every time it's played against me. Cloudkin Seer is quite good. We're potentially playing blue-white. This is double bodies on the board, which for 4, which is kind of nice. Nice. I mean, this pack is loaded. This is a very good card. That's a very good card. This is quite a good card. That card's fine. This card has been very good versus me. It's good for Dirtle. This is a life gain later. So between Master Splicer and Bag of Holding for me. Splicer is good, but this card has been nuts versus me. To be fair, both opponents I've played who have had this card played it on fucking turn 1 and just sat there all day. It also triggers Psychic Corrosion, chat. It's very unlikely we're green, chat. All right, Axe, Prophet, Elemental, Squad Captain. Squad Captain is not the card I thought it was. It's a nice sweeper in red. There's a blue-black duel. Is this Octo Prophet or Elemental? We could take our first Elemental and not be too sad about it. I don't want to Octo Prophet if I don't have to yet. I don't think Thought Distortion is playable. No. Okay. Need Axe over Elemental. I think I'd take first Elemental. Axe has some synergies in our deck, especially if we end up playing Prodigy, right? But we probably will play Prodigy with this deck. We'll see. Aerial Assault is like a slow, bad Take Vengeance, and Take Vengeance is pretty bad already. Convolute, Hardcover. Dude, that card has synergy with our deck too. Do we want a bunch of cycling cards? Like, this card is unexciting. It's not even flash. It's just a fucking literally cast this card to give your creature +0/+2 and looting. It's not even looting. What is it called when you cycle ahead of time? Anticipate is not a draw effect. And Aerial Assault is just bad, man. It's just a really bad card. It would be our second removal piece. I think this wheels, right? No one picks this card, right? So maybe we Aerial Assault and hope to wheel Hardcover. Maybe that's the more reasonable pick here. We don't want anything else from this pack, right? Like, nothing else in this pack is good for us. All right. Got a Drake, a Miscreant, a Negate, an inspired charge, some red cards that we're very far away from, and a white-black duel. This is pack 2. We might get something from white-black duel. Do we play this Drake? You know, I feel like we might actually play that Drake. It's a 1/1 flyer, which is really unexciting, but it is protection from red. We're trying to be dirtily and garage like a corrosion. Yeah, I don't disagree, Victor. Like, the duel is actually relevant to our life. I don't know if this is or not, though. Maybe it's too Haiti. Like, I don't like situational cards. But the Barons is pretty weak. I don't know. The Drake is not good. All right, another mill card actually gets quite a bit better than it normally is from being in a mill deck. Cards are both bad. This guy bounces one of our own creatures for a 4/4. So we want ETBs with that, otherwise you get super outvalued. We do have one ETB on the Pioneer, one on the Bugler. That's only it, and neither of those are powerful ETBs. I think I might be on the goddamn mill card. Need more blue creatures? Well, we're likely to get more blue creatures. Is that our Octo Prophet? This guy probably wheels. Alright, Flash Guy seems great for us. There's a Disenchant and Anticipate. I'm happy to play Cutthroat. It's a 2-drop. It's Flash. It can grow. We will have things to play by holding up mana. I don't want Ox. It's a blue-red 2-mana flyer, which we're never going to get to play, and a 5-mana 4/4 that we play when we're sad. Alright. Pretty happy to see Piranhas. Is there anything else in here? Life gain matters, dude. Goblin Haster, Reach Spider, and a Raptor. We do have Artifact Matters very lightly. We're not going to wheel this pack. I'd rather a 2-mana 3/3 right now than an overpriced flyer. We've got one more pack still. And I do need early game. Rapid Bite wheels, that makes no sense whatsoever. There's a blue-red duel if we want to speculate there. 3 bad white cards and a Bone to Ash. I'm fine with Bone to Ash. We have quite a few flash cards at this point. Or a couple anyways. A couple things to do at the end of our turn. Octo Prophet, unfortunately wheeled. I think I'm taking Axe over second Octo Prophet. Soul Salvage still in this pack. Sometimes I wonder what the fuck people are doing. I'll take the Anticipate, but I really don't want to play it. It has no synergy with what we're attempting to accomplish. We don't need a third Inspired Charge. We didn't need a first Inspired Charge, and we didn't need a second. I guess I take Negate and never play it. I'll take the Uncommon. Okay. All right, we need pack 3 to be gentle with us because this seems pretty low power at the moment. I wonder if Crab was worth taking. I'm never playing a 3-mana 2/2 that does nothing. Or rather, when I do have to play that, I get very salty about it. You don't play Salvage if you find one pip. You don't have any black removal. I think you play Salvage nearly always in draft. It's really good, man. The value off that is very strong, even without recursion. When you have recursion, like, that gets really good, right? Like spell recursion. It's just, oh, you think I should have played it? Oh, that's interesting. Like maybe I could have got the black with the black mana splash. It's a bit dirty for our deck, but maybe. All right, this card is nuts. This card is so good, but we're nowhere near it. All right, Tempered Veteran is a 1/2 that puts +1/+1 counters on creatures with +1/+1 counters on it. We don't have any +1/+1 counter generation. There's a decent flyer that threatens to draw cards, a ETB mutt for killing shit, and a Reread the Tides. Reread the Tides is not instant, but drawing with Corrosion up is super valuable. I think this is Skimmer first. Hope to wheel Read the Tides. Be okay if we wheel mutt. It's also a Dart. Nothing else here really sticks out. There's a black Rise again, but our deck doesn't have so many things to do with that I'm excited by it. Okay. So I'm going to take the Skimmer as the creature. Yeah, it has synergy with draw. It's just a nice flyer, right? So I think better than just the pure draw card with sorcery speed. Ghoul is amazing, but not for this deck. Roaming Ghostlight is very good. Feat of Resistance is excellent. This card's whatever. I'm going to take the Ghostlight and be happy about it. I would like to wheel Feet, but it will never come around. Really nice black cards in this pack. This card is so good in the recursion decks. It's just, or the life gain decks. It's so easy to get this back. All right, Another feat is pretty exciting, but so is a 3 mana 2/2 flying prowess creature. It's a Grasp of Darkness, not in our colors, and feat. This is draw. If we get more frantic inventories, it's very unlikely. What's our curve like? Pretty rough. Can I afford a feat here? This is a cycle. 3 mana 2/2. Yeah, it probably is, honestly. Alright, what else? Capture Sphere, we need removal. Crypt doesn't help us. Revitalize, we're happy to do it later, maybe in another Read the Tides. I'll take removal over either of those. Capture Sphere is okay in the set for removal. I think Miscast is a scam. That's a 2-drop that has an upside. There's a white-green dual land. The rest of the cards are not white or green. I'll take Glide Master here and hope to wheel Opt. Hey, white creatures. Got a Warded Battlements is actually not terrible for us. It's not a good card in general. But we have a bunch of flyers right now who are certainly beneficial. I think this is a Battlements deck. So 3 mana 3/2 always trades. This blocks a lot. It's only an 0/3, not an 0/4. I just feel like we have a lot of low power flyers, which get a hell of a lot better, and it gives us a second kind of win con if we're racing their health a little bit. All right, is this pack 1? It's not quite. There's a second Frantic Inventory here. I like the Mutt. I'd play the Mutt in this deck. If I get 2 of these, I'd probably play this too. 2 mana draw 1. Do we want that? Maybe we just speculate on Mutt. All right, what's this? 1/3 flyer is okay. 1/3 non-flyer for 1 and a Chorister. I like Chorister in some decks, but not this deck. We have plenty of things to do with our mana, and we're trying to discard. Oh, did we not wheel that +0/+2 thing either? Yeah, it's Pegasus for our deck. I agree. There's the Mutt. We have 1 Mutt. I'm not playing 2. Do we ever play Dart? We sometimes play Dart. Okay. Feet wheeled, because apparently no one in this pack is playing white. Unexpected. Wow. Feet is a blowout card. Do we take 2 feats or do we take Defiant Strike for the cycling and card draw? I think I play second feet here. Not really expecting those to wheel. It doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I'm not playing that card, but we'll... More uncommons. I guess. Ooh, Charger wheeled. That's nice. Alright, so we're all in on the mill game plan with 1 mill card in our deck and not a ton of card selection. I mean, we have secondary backup as kind of weak flyers to beat them down. We did draft a couple more artifacts for Artifacts Matters, so our deck came together as we're kind of hoping, I guess. It's not a good deck, though. We want 17 lands here. Anticipate is card selection, technically. It just feels like it's not card selection because it's so fucking bad. We have 47 cards, and I don't want to cut any cards in this deck so far. Jesus. All right. What's coming out, chat? We have 7 cards out of this fucking deck. All right, so we're clearly primary plan mill them, secondary plan beat them to death with small flyers. So we should definitely pay attention to that. So Prodigy is a maybe. I guess we don't have to run Prodigy and Charger. Psychic seems like a trap. You guys are insane. Psychic's busted as fuck. The mill in the M Night, the core sets is pretty strong. Bad 2s out. Pegasus is maybe a bad 2. We gotta have some 2s though. And the rest of these 2s are fine. Piranhas can't hit in the ground, but it's a really nice 2 mana trade card. If you have multiples. This is draft. You're wrong still. Maybe there's some look. I mean, okay. Bugler hits like every card in our deck, which is pretty nice. Although we don't have a million of them. Hits both our 4-drops. Hits all of our 2-drops and all of our 3-drops, I believe. which is pretty nice. Corrosion's a win con. Dart is maybe questionable. We're pretty light on removal though. We've got Capture Sphere, Aerial Assault, which got better with the number of flyers we picked up, and Take Vengeance. So we don't have great removal. Dog's a maybe. It's situational whether or not it hits, and it's not very good without, although a 3/4 body for our deck is okay. What does that look like? If we just pull these, what is that? That's 40? Is there any world in which we aren't 17 lands? We don't have a super high curve, but we do have things to do with their mana at instant speed, right? We've got Bag. We've got Double Feet. We've got the Cutthroat. We've got Marauder's Axe to move around. We've got Glide Master for jumping stuff, although we don't have a lot to jump, since most of our creatures either fly or don't attack. Got Divination. I don't think this deck wants to go lower. What's the artifact count right now? 3? 4 with Pioneer? Possibly Victor, but I still think it's really strong in this deck. Yeah, that's a fair way of putting it. You disagree. We can certainly discuss the pros and cons. As long as you're not being like, as long as you're not coming down on the side that I have to listen to you, and I'm not coming down on the side that you have your opinion has no value, I think we're in good shape, right? We can discuss the merits of it. It's a power level thing again. The games where I draw and play Psychic Corrosion early are the games where I probably win. So we've got butts on this one, right? Between Warded Battlements, a couple big guys on 5, a little bit of bounce. I'm okay with that. We've got cheap attackers with the axe and creatures. Double Feet of Resistance is maybe greedy. Yep, Rex Age, and there's enchantment hate in the format. Sometime we will get blown out by Corrosion getting immediately nuked. Some of the time, that's true. But that doesn't make us not play it. So Tide Skimmer is going to be good in this deck. Flyers are going to be good in this deck. What needs to come in here? If we were really, what would be the next card to come in? Bone to Ash, maybe? Octoprophet? Is there a 2 or 3 that we don't like? Charger's good with cheap flyers. It also trades nicely. Take Vengeance is fine. Cutthroat seems fine. We need 2 drops. That's 4 2-drops is pretty solid. The Axe is maybe questionable, but we have 1 Artifacts Matter. Do we have 2 Artifacts Matter? We cut the other Artifacts Matter, which was the Prodigy. And then what are our 3s? Aerial Assault is expensive removal, but it's still removal. We don't have so little, I can't really cut it. Courser is a bit weak. It gets better with Warded Battlements and Axe, though, which we have both. It does let some of our other guys, like the Guardian, attack one day. I mean, every creature in our deck is basically evasive. I think I'm okay with this, chat. So the only things I could see are the feet. I could cut a feet for an Octoprophet. Doesn't seem amazing. I could cut a feet for a Bone to Ash. Doesn't seem amazing. Not too amazed by removal. I agree. We saw no Pacifisms, no Luminous Bonds, and none of the uncommon white removals either. Hieromancers or whatever that 4 life gain one is. So I agree. I'm not excited by the deck, but the deck's fine. What are we calling it? I need what is the noun? Is it a noun? Shit, I'm not even sure what type of word it is. So if we want to describe not agreeing, what do we call it? Maybe Dart should be in? Maybe. We can't recur Dart though, and all Dart does is count on Engineer, and it's super mana inefficient at 5. Disagreeable Mill. Impasse. I like Impasse. Marriage. I like... We need Impasse and Mill in the same one, because we're trying to build a deck that's an impasse, right? We're trying to build because you have the double synergy with you have the double use of the word, where you're simultaneously trying to have a unpassable wall of creatures as we sit back and mill them to death. Impasse and Mill, that's not bad. Okay, I like it. Done. Indecisive. Indecisive is not accurate for this. All right, how's the mana look on this? 8, 9. Nah. Okay, so what blue cards do we have at instant speed? Literally none. What blue cards do we want to double spell with? None. All right, I think this is 9-8 white and favoring white here, actually. We want to be able to take Vengeance and cast a spell. We want to be able to hold up feet. I think this is white mana. All right. You guys think we can get 7 on this? I'm gonna grab water, then we're gonna get started. Wait, did you guys already set up a prediction, or was this prediction from previously? Oh, I think I didn't pay you guys out for the last one. So we did not get 5 wins in the last one. Let's set up the next one. Okay. All right, will Filthy get 5 wins? Started. All right. I'm gonna grab water. No, I'm not. I got 2 waters here. Never mind. We're just gonna get started. Go. You don't see any bombs. You're correct. There's no bombs. Okay. We have game plans for how to win. I mean, there's an argument for Bone for Ash being in right now. I mean, when you're super low on removal, though, there is combat tricks get a little bit better. And with us, those combat tricks are either unblockable or a permanent +1/+1 on a flyer that gets blown out. That seems pretty good, man. What about third water? Could go third water. Hand's okay. We need to draw land pretty early on. I hate to run out Charger on an empty board since we don't get its ETB value, but it is a beater. And if they don't have a 2-drop, we get in for at least 3 there. This looks like we're on the aggro flyer plan with battlements, which seems fine. I mean, we could cut Piranhas, but I think Piranhas is pretty good in this deck. No drop, so we get in for free here. We'll attack before playing other cards. Could have that card that kills a tapped creature. I'm fine with it. I don't know if there's any flash. I guess he could have the 2-mana 1/1s. That would suck. All right. It's likely he's going to play out a Defender next turn. I don't mind running out Courser to jump the Charger. We're on the beat him to death in the face plan. If we get to also resolve battlements, then we come in for, what is it, 6 in the air next turn, which seems pretty good. Guy is main decking Run Afoul and gets paid off for it. Feels bad. Okay, didn't play a card though. Screw that guy. I want a double spell, but I can't. Well, I can. I can Glide Master and Piranhas, but Piranhas really doesn't count. I'm not sure if I have any information about what we just had here. I need to get a flyer to kill him. He's holding up mana again. All right, if he's got his second kill flyer, we're in some trouble. But I don't think I can justify playing Glider onto an empty board, right? Like, Glider is good as a surprise to make my guy fly, and I can get in, like, if he plays a blocker, like, that's not a blocker, it's tapped. We could just kill it because it's tapped. I could also play out Warded Battlements and get in for 7. I mean, do we care about removing this? It doesn't do anything right now. It would also pump this guy. I guess it would have been 1 damage that way. I'm not sure. We're probably never going to have another use for Aerial Assault since he's probably never attacking us with this kind of tempo. If I get Glide Master, if I draw a land, I'm going to go Glide Master into Jump. Since I can activate his ability on the turn you cast him. Yeah. All right. What's that attack? It's a rage attack. Dude, I can't even believe he got paid off for his shitty fucking flyer kill card. Imagine that game like 70% of the time where what he gets out of that is like the token off the off the other guy, or just a random like 2 flyer. Off to a good start. Off to 1 win. All right, Psychic Corrosion in our opening hand. Too bad we're not going first because it's going to be a slow turn 3. But if we draw this card, we want it early. A bit flooded on lands right now, although we have Divination, so we get some value out of it. If you could just not cast Lifelinkers on turn 2, that would be ideal. Okay. It's a good draw. It's a 2-drop. We absolutely needed something like that. I'm happy to trade here. Lifelinkers are fine, sure, but it just sets up a lot of negative tempo for us. That's okay for us. Take a turn off to cast Psychic Corrosion. He's playing blue-black. There's not a lot of enchantment removal in those colors. Makes me discard a card, sure. Another flyer is a little bit annoying. Alright, I would love to be able to double spell this turn, but I can't. So I think this is Singer. We're looking to block the Spectre, but we're not very excited by that news. Next turn we can hold up Feet, which would be good. Please don't remove my Singer this turn. Okay, it's just a 2-2. It's not going to hurt you. Fuck off. 1 mana, remove our 2-2. Feels terrible. Another beater. Alright, we're in some trouble right now, chat. I can't block any of his creatures. Okay. So what's the air damage right now? 5? It's rough. We need to draw a land next turn. We got a while before he mills out too. The 1 mana removal spell while still developing is pretty rough. Didn't want to jump, so he's going to develop more. Okay. Nice draw. He has his own Psychic Corrosion. We just milled it. Flyer of a block is really solid for us. Happy to trade the 4-3 for the 3-1. That's the advantage of playing a 3-1 is we get to trade up. That's a no. I'm going to take 4 this turn. I'm not expecting a reach from our opponent. And I feel like if he has a trick, I would rather him be forced to play the trick before I play mine in case his instant speed removal. I guess he's only got 2 mana. It's pretty unlikely. Maybe this would have been the turn to block. But as long as we're not dying, it actually puts us ahead to eat one of his guys. It's a nice draw. At instant speed, can play them both too. I think we're happy to pass. How many cards left in his library? He has 10. So he spent that on his turn. Doesn't get to attack with it. Feels pretty good. So I'm going to lose 1 per turn from this. Pre-combat main phase. So we already missed it this turn. Okay. Non-spirit creature. So I could bounce Glidemaster. I can't keep shields up if I bounce Glidemaster. This is pinging me for 1. I've got blockers for his attackers. And I have a protection spell for my guy. I think it's... fuck, it's kind of tough here. There's no draw in any of these, right? No. So if he like... Dude, I mean, I guess there is an issue here, right? Which is if he hits me with like a discard spell here, I can just die. Alright, not great bounces for us. Not swinging here, no reason to. You just passed there? I don't know. I develop another blocker that challenges his air attacker if I'm playing this out. If I don't draw a land next turn, I'm likely to want to do something. The fact I didn't do anything, I think this is fine. Another flyer, that's fine. This card does not impact the board at all, so I'm not going to play that. The flyer did. This is probably just pass. Taking another point down to 3. So we go to 1 here and die next turn. Is that good enough? Forgot he can jump again. I need to draw a card. He's got 4 in library. We're very close to dying here, though. But a ground-based blocker doesn't do anything at all. An additional one, if I should be clear. Attack 2 flying. No, you must be not understanding this game at all to make that suggestion. I can't take 2 here. I have to take 1. Oh, you mean attack my 2 to make him draw? It'd just be 1, right? I did forget that I get to do this. So next turn I can attack with those if these survive. So I have to block like this. And that needs to be protection from black. I get to keep both my creatures. Can make him draw here by attacking with both my flyers. So I just need to get the combat phase here. Alright. And we win there. Alright. Yeah, last turn. So I may have shit on this guy too soon for that. I thought he meant last turn I should have attacked from this position because I could get in with like flying damage, which was totally wrong. But if he means to mill them out, yeah. But still attacking last turn was still wrong. I have to have blockers for this turn so we don't die. So actually a really good suggestion that I misunderstood what he was probably trying to suggest for Federale. Yeah. Cool. All right, interesting game. A couple decision points there. I think playing the 3, I mean, clearly playing the 3/2 flyer worked out. I still think it's right every time. I don't think we can sit back for any longer than that. Last minute mill snipe feels good. Yeah. Yep. All right, let's go. Let's go. Look at chat having conversations with themselves in a reasonable manner. It's good. It's good. How did the last draft end up? We went 2-0 and to 2-3. It's pretty exciting. We got Ugin once, mana screwed once, and then we had just like guy going first, curving the fuck out. Every one of his cards answers every one of our cards kind of game. So, do I play MTGA often? I haven't played in a while. Haven't played in a long while. I mean, I played Saturday and Sunday, but before that, I hadn't played in a couple years. I streamed it for like a year and a half and enjoyed it, but then was happy to move on from other things. I get tilted by playing draft all day, every day, or just Magic in general all day, every day, but draft in particular. I mean, I'm gonna get cutthroat value with Sphere if I don't trade it off. Do I care about chip damage here? I mean, a little bit. I guess I just pass it back to him. It's interesting with Piranhas or not, and I guess Piranhas makes no difference here. I can always cast it on my turn if I want to main phase Piranhas. Just I commit to Cutthroat now, which just reveals it is all. Does like nothing on that board. But the plan was not to have all my mana be fucking locked in forever, but we've just kept a 4-lander and drawn 2 more lands, which is always the worst. If I'm him, I'm block here every time. There's no reason to assume I have a trick here. I guess for mana efficiency, we're playing this out. Yeah. Nothing but spells from now on. That would be nice, wouldn't it? Okay. Double drowsing Pteranodon. That's scary because I guarantee he has a way to activate that. And the problem is, I guess I can trade off this for one of them and be okay with that because I want a divination right now, right? I can leave mana open to capture sphere, but capture sphere is super unexciting right now when I don't have a target for that and he's playing red-green. I'm expecting one of these things to get activated pre-combat. I don't care. I'm still drawing, I think. Do we have any 1 white mana or 1 blue mana spells? I don't think so. Okay. I guess I could have just cast and then played the land if I needed it, rather than playing the land pre-combat to even my lands out. Anyway, or pre-cast. Brute. Brute does not activate your defenders. Okay, sure. Fine with that. That's a card we'd like to see. He's playing green. Could be targets for that. Of course, we played it right after we played our divination, which is fucking irritating. I'd say opponent's mana screwed, but that Leafkin Druid throwing out 2 mana suggests he's probably not screwed. He's just not drawing a lot of lands, which means all gas all the time, chat. Is he fighting me? It's unfortunate. Oh, come on. Good game, I guess. Thanks for playing. Fucking stupid ass card. Is that card ever added to the quality of gameplay? Ever? Bag of Holding is amazing in this scenario. I can't even play Bag of Holding this turn. I have to tap down his fucking Boggart Brute. Feels good for him. Oh yeah. I mean, casting it off the Druid so he attacks with full bodies from that just feels amazing for him. So this activates Tyrannodon. I can tap this, which means he doesn't get draws out of it, but draws might be okay. If I tap this, I get 2 turns of this to equal that. I think I'd still tap this. If that were pure removal and I could kill the Shaman to prevent the 3/3 from attacking, then that would be good enough. But it's not. It's not removal. It's still on board. I need yeah, certainly we flooded a little bit. I need him not to have removal for this, but he's got a lot of cards left in his hand. He's got 20 in his deck still. We're a long ways from winning by mill. Of course, he is pure gas, perfect removal, and lethal on board. Okay. An enjoyable experience of Magic, again. Okay. Like, you're not doing anything there. I'm not doing anything there. Gas, gas, gas. Perfect synergies, right? Yeah, it was about 5 turns to mill him, right? The opponent draws cards. We have a Bag of Holding up. This is where we want to see. This is the type of hand we want to see, right? Cheap ass fucking defensive card. Bag of Holding immediately online with Psychic Corrosion. Like, this is like the nut draw for us. And every time I've seen Bag of Holding, it's come down on turn 1, so it's kind of cute. I wish we were going first here is the only thing I wish about this. Rex Sage on curve. We might actually get lucky with Rex Sage on curve, though, because Rex Sage on curve may hit Bag of Holding, which wouldn't be ideal for us, but is better than nothing. Or better than Psychic Corrosion, rather. Not better than nothing. All right, I mean, interesting decisions here. You start triggering Bag of Holding, but I don't think so. Bag of Holding right now doesn't really do a lot for us because we don't have Corrosion down yet. So we could get one more cycle in here because we're not being pressured on the board. But presumably this is going to ramp up, but it's also green-blue, so presumably it's going to ramp up in the air, which is going to get annoying fast. All right, he can only hit me for 1 right now. He didn't use his mana from that. If he does run counters, they're down right now. This is a Psychic Corrosion turn. We have 4 drops. It would be nice to have 2 drop plus Bugler for Bag with this. I don't have anything to loot for. It's not a matter of looting for necessarily. Bag of Holding puts stuff under it, so I do get all those cards back eventually if I have the mana to play it. Okay. Glide Master is such a bitch. All right, card is annoying. All right, here's where cheap removal would be super beneficial. Cards like, what's our fucking, the one that kills tap creatures for 2 mana would be super good here. Milled its flood away? Maybe. You can't look at it that way. It mills random cards. The only time you can look at it that way is if like your opponent's playing like black and you're just like adding cards to his graveyard. It's terrible, right? Has Switcheroo on exact mana, taking my flyer, generating a flyer for himself. That sucks. All right, I like the Elemental to gum up the board. It blocks everything right now. I would love to not take a turn off Bag of Holding, but I don't think I have a choice. I gotta stem bleeding, especially bleeding in the air right now. Unsummon is in this deck, not in my deck. It's not. I don't have an Unsummon. Didn't get to draft one. I like how the entire last draft we got no value out of Switcheroo. But immediately the first game we play where we're not playing that, our opponent gets massive value out of it. All right, this is a Bugler. And a pass. We'll start discarding cards. Probably Warded Battlements goes under Bag here in a minute. I don't think Battlements does a lot with the glider on the board and us not racing. Easy 7 mana using the Druid into Meteor Golem for Corrosion. Give me a break, dude. Okay. Should have bagged in response, I guess. Oh, he's going after the, not the, oh, interesting, going after the flyer. Okay. Do I need to do this now? I guess I don't need to do this now. Yeah. I feel like he could have just beat me. Anyways, that's fine. We'll live with that. Wants to draw a card. Accepted. Okay. Doesn't attack with the 3/3. Kind of weird. I guess he doesn't want to trade it for the Bugler. Alright, well, opponent misplaying helps me a lot. Do we want land here? We're going to take Vengeance and Pioneer. I don't think land helps us. And actually, oh, it's an 0/3. 0/3 is really bad on this board, though. Alright, so we're always take Vengeancing the 2/3 flyer since we have no air. Dude, what is it tapping? I tried to hit cancel. I'm glad I actually auto-tapped the right things. I think we run out Pioneer here. He can make his 3/3s fucking fly, though, because we can't kill this piece of shit. Okay. I have another card for Bag. Do we play Plains? I don't think so. Next turn, maybe. Yeah, obviously drawing more to mill him out with bag is good, but I'm worried about dying because I can't block 3/3 flyers right now. I guess Axe is actually okay to block 3/3 flyers, huh? Taking 6 in the air this turn. Fucking hell. 7 in the air goes with 8. That's not ideal, turns out. I can't chump with the token here or trade because getting Axe on the token means it trades with the 3/3, so I might actually be able to stop this shit. That's a nice draw. Is it draw then discard? It is. He's got 1 island up and it's a trick. So it's unsummon. That's fucking bad news. He said we've already milled an unsummon. He just double unsummon gamer. With 4 Centaur Corsairs? The fuck is going on right now? Okay. If he unsummons our 4/4, we probably lose the game on the spot, by the way. Spectral Sailor. Okay, that's better. Glide Master being a pain in our ass. Draws 2. Is that 10 cards? So if we don't block those, we're taking 5 in the air, going to 3. 2 attackers on the ground don't matter. He can only leap. He can leap 2 right now with Druid. It's just a 1/1 attacker, chat. So look at untapped target creature you control becomes a 5/5 elemental creature with haste is still a land. Okay, but he can't jump anyone with this turn. I'm not even sure that's good for him. Maybe it is. Glide Master jumping chump blockers? Is that good? Kinda. Is it better than Axe on the 1/1? So if we play Axe and deploy Axe, we have a 3/1 blocker here. He's got this thing for 5 mana activates shit, so he's going to be able to hit us with lands. I mean, we're not trying to get value here. We're just trying to fucking survive. Not better than Axe? I think it's better than Axe. With 1 more land, it's better than Axe. Alright, so we're playing out the blocker. They trample at all? No. Passing the turnover. He's at 5 cards in deck. We can main phase this too. So what is it? This turn we survive, and then if we survive this turn, we're okay? Because we mill him for 6. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. So if we survive this, we live. Prowess is you get +1/+1 for any non-creature spell you cast. So it's a 2/2 flyer that gets bigger. Sure. What did he cast? Pre-combat? Did he cast another? Oh, he made a land. That's fine. Attack with all makes sense here. So let's just value block, or not value block, survive block here. I 8. I think I eat a 3/3. Like that. So how much are we taking? 1? That seems fine. This is a 2/1. He's got no mana. It seems fine. Okay. That card seems good. I'll take that. mean, we got there anyways, right? So we don't need this card to win. We just always activate bag and kill him. All right, got a little scary, but it's always the way with mill decks, right? Show him deflects. I don't need to tilt him. We just beat him on board. That's why he attacked with everything. He knew he was dead, right? That's why he attacked with all there. So the funny part is, I think he knew he was dead before I did, because I was like talking about it on stream, right? Telling you guys like, oh yeah, we're good for next turn. And I think he already knew that, because I only figured it out when I was announcing it. So here we are. I mean, I don't understand why he didn't just meteor our goddamn mill card and then we would have lost the game, right? Opponent going first again. Is this like the 5th game in a row where opponent goes first? Maybe not. Feels like it though. All right, we've got bag on turn 1 again, which is excellent for us, and our cheap blocker on turn 2. I mean, this card has like hidden text on it that says, in the arena client, you get this on turn 1, 50% of your games. It's like a hidden one. It's like, flip a coin at the beginning of the game. If you land tails rather, add a bag of holding to your initial hand. Which is fine, I'm happy about that. What we don't have is our mill card super early. Yeah, I think he screwed up on his target. Like I was getting ready to be ragey. You could hear it in my voice. Like I was super pissed off that he just immediately slammed 7 mana accelerated meteor golem into our corrosion to win the game. This is double strike, right? Yeah. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, this is going second, chat. Exactly. I mean, the curve. This is just going second, right? We went first, we'd be fucking fine here. We might be fine anyways, but that's a terrifying amount of early damage. And what is this? What are these colors? This is Boros splashing blue. Been nice to cycle. Maybe I could have held up Brian, but I don't really want to trade Cutthroat for the 3/3. I don't know why. I guess because this is going to be a 3/2 in a second. This is the thought process. I'm going to have this on their turn. But if we don't draw a land here, we're fucked. If we don't draw a land here, we're binning. Jesus, I don't even know. Gearsmith, I guess. Okay. Fencing Ace is really annoying here. All right, I said I was going to play land, or rather not play land, but I think this is fine here. Challenges the 1/1. I still have a blocker for the 3/3. Just missed hilariously. It hits like 70% of the creatures in our deck. It's okay. I would still play a 2/3 body here over any other play. It's just we got to get land out. So I need to start Bag of Holding soon. Pretty annoying to see our bounce card go to the bottom versus a tempo deck. Especially a tempo deck that's incentivized to drop auras on a creature like that. So we get blown out here by Inspiring Charge. I can't ignore these. And I don't really wish to take 3. Now, if I'm worried about single trick, I get blown out if I don't block. It's just Inspiring Charge that blows us out for a dual block. And he might have it. 4 mana, whatever. But I can't not block here, right? I can't just allow an aggro deck that smacked us for 6. Yeah, single trick, exactly. Would have been so pissed if I played around Inspiring. What is this? It's a 3 mana 5/4 that generates shit for him? Ouch. So he now has infinite mana. And it's a big ass flyer. I could tap it down. I guess I'll wait to see if he generates. an artifact here. Yeah, axe, axe would be so bad. Yeah, if he just drops axe and equips fencing ace. Oh my god. Okay. So that's worth 4 damage right now. If I draw a land, I have a blocker for this. I actually think I might tap down fencing ace. I'm gonna have to deal with this later. Maybe we can deal with it later. This card I don't think is playable. The fact he's played 2 of them is pretty annoying. So we could play this card, which is a bit more resistant to removal, but he has 2 extra artifacts. But it might honestly be good enough to get him to commit artifacts to killing this, right? I feel like every single time he attacks with this next round, I'm not sure here. I'm not sure if it matters. Like, he probably can play whatever card he wants, but imagine, I guess this plays around Electrify a little bit better to play this. He's going to trade this off, if for nothing else, and to activate his dragon. I don't have any artifact hate, so I can't do shit about that. I have to block here. Do I? I don't have to block here. I don't have an answer to the 5/4 flyer. Currently, this doesn't change anything, so I'm going to draw. This card looks really bad in this hand. I mean, if he just end step removes one of my creature, I don't know how he kills this as a 5 health creature. Do I care about this card? I mean, we're very far away from milling him. I kind of feel like I have to care about getting a card to deal with this dragon before it kills me. I don't want to take 3 damage repeatedly. Removal doesn't get us anywhere. The only removal in our deck is the Capture Sphere and 2 destroy target tap creature. And the problem with the destroy target tap creature is this creature gets to attack once if we do that. He still hasn't played a card. Doing that now in case there's something that I need to main phase. Just got rid of another 5 mana card that destroys 5 damage. All right, so here we pass. This turn we're gonna block the captain. It's really sketchy, unfortunately, but here's what we're gonna do. He didn't do anything end step. What is this, like triple removal? I don't even know. It's gonna be scary when we play out the fucking elemental next turn for sure. But I have to block now because if I get hit once by this, I mean, do I? He's at 21, yeah. So here a combat trick is super bad for us, right? Because a combat trick kills our guy, which is enough of a death. Yeah. That we're still in trouble. I think I might have just swung for 5 there. Like pre-combat done that and hit me. So now he generates his dragon token. We are dead to a combat trick, but there's nothing we can do about that. I can be really greedy and dig for mana, but it's insane. So I play out Elemental. I hope he can't kill it. My plan, and I hope he doesn't have a combat trick. And if he doesn't have a combat trick and can't kill this, I can trade for the captain, take 5, go to 3, and then Vengeance away the dragon. Vengeance is not an instant. I can't do it when he attacks. It's a sorcery, so I have to wait till my turn. Alright, if he has a pump spell, we're dead, but we can't play around it. If we block this one and just chump, we're still dead. That turn 2 fencing ace into turn 3 pump it for fucking 6 damage was nasty as shit. Oh, that's fine. That's A-okay. Now just don't play a fucking creature and we're golden. Alright. Alright, opponent's at 14 cards. I die in 3 turns. Any pump spell kills me right now that red-white's going to be playing. We don't know what his blue source is for yet. Chose to keep the creature and play it out. Dead to shock. He played shock last turn though. He might have another one, in which case that sucks. And we just build another shock. Alright, living vicariously. Or on the edge rather here. Is there any, hold on a minute, before we do this, is there anything in here that matters? No. Could be Lava Axe, that's true. This is technically a flying blocker. Okay. Yeah, we'll jump the wall if we can. We can do it in response too. Opponent's at 8 cards in library. Played a land. Okay. He's got blue mana out too. Okay. So we go to 1 here. Why am I dead, chat? Right now, I just block his fucking Glide Master with my wall. I'm not dead. I'm at 1.
Quitters never win.
Thank you, Last Memories, for the 8 months. He flies the glide. My wall is flying. I jumped it. Tell me I'm dead. And argue with me when I tell you I'm not dead. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. It's one thing to be like, oh, he's dead, and then to keep arguing. It's all right. It's all right. I know you as a viewer, Orange. I know you're not a troll, but okay. Cards in deck are 8. 8 is a lot. Okay. It's my creature. It comes back to me. He doesn't get it permanently. He can't sack it. Okay, that is not a good card for us. Also not a particularly good card for us. Alright, pass. Don't top deck any more fucking cards that steal my blockers, okay? I actually probably should have played the Plains to play around second Heroic Leap. So I'm dead if he can remove either creature instant speed, so it doesn't matter. It's more likely to draw a creature that can block ground than it is to draw a creature that can block air. So I think I jumped the Glide Master and trade with the Falcon. G. Not dead. Just gonna put that out there. Okay. I can't believe we survived top deck steal your creature. That was so close. Alright. Dude, his opening, 2-mana double striker into the guy that pumps things for 6 in face is just nuts. We dodged so many shocks in his deck too. Holy crap. Okay. If he stole my wall, would he have won? Wow. I don't know. I didn't look at that line. Maybe. What else was there on the board? It was his it was my 2/1, my 0/3, his 1/2. Did he have another creature? All right, this hand looks pretty bad. We're going second again, I believe, for the 7th time in a row right now or something. But I don't remember the board state. We'd have to look again. I don't know if there's a misplay on our opponent's part or not. They may not have noticed that I could jump the wall. Their plan was clearly to steal the 2/1 and then jump the 2/1 to get him for 3 lethal damage. I think it was just the bird, and we were at 3. It would have brought us to 1 if he stole the wall. I don't think it's better, because then we could have jumped our guy and blocked the bird with our 2/1, which would have traded bird for 2/1 and secured 0 damage to my face. No, I don't think there was a different play for him there. Yeah, Victor, I got there eventually. All right, here we would be in great shape if we were going first. We're a little less great by going second here. Okay. Have to get a 2/3 on this board since I can't push through. Can't remove one, he just sacks to the other to grow, so that's pretty unfortunate. Both of these. I think having power on this board is going to be relevant, so I'm going to take the bird as opposed to the wall. Okay. We did not draw island, which is a bit scary. So we have a double blue card in our hand that's dead, and a blue card we took. If we didn't have another play next turn, if we didn't have the courser, maybe it would have been better to take the other one. Heart Piercer Bow. I think annoyingly I'm forced to aerial assault here. Problem is if I play Courser and he plays a single other creature, he equips Bow, attacks, threatens the trade, and if he threatens to eat the creature, right, doesn't even have to equip Bow, just plays a creature out and I have to let the damage go through. I'm really unexcited to aerial assault a 2/1, but I think that's where I'm at right now. Does give us a turn off for taking damage. If we draw a land next turn, ideally island, but any land next turn, we can play flyer, hold up, defensive spell. If we don't get that though, we get to do this instead, which is super fucking unexciting. Hey, remember when we could play like, wait, going second, drawing, not drawing our second color is a little tilting right now. A little tilty. Come on, game. Let me play this game. The fun part about this is playing. I mean, you have to play a pump spell still. I'm fine with that. It's not like I'm attacking with this. Incoming Skeleton Archer. Oh, never didn't have it, chat. Never didn't have it. Ridiculous. Alright, Island is great, though. We can play out 2/2. Hold up feet. Eat that, make it a 4, and even with even if it tries to blow it out, I think that's better in Elemental. Is it better in Elemental? So I want to be able to double spell with next Island if I possibly can. This is resistant to removal, but it's not immune to removal, and it's dead to a combat trick. I kind of prefer this. I need to get something on the board and stick it on the board. If he doesn't have any interaction, then it's better Angel. But otherwise, it's not. So you could have Strangling Spores still here. Declare blockers first. There's ways we lose either way, right? This way we survive a combat trick, but we don't survive removal. So. He's got a 1 mana removal spell, because why wouldn't he? Okay, it's fine. What are we on? 1-3. Piranhas actually trades versus that. It's really bad for my mana, but I could Piranhas plus Axe and be all right. Do I even want Axe on this board? I can also double spell with that if we draw something cheaper. Really unclear what I want to play here. I guess maybe we're getting rewarded. He could have Lightning Strike, right? Which is 3 damage. Yeah. How do you read the amount of mana when he stacks up like that? You count the, like, it's so stupid there's not an indicator of the number. I agree 100%. All right, so what are we playing around if we block? Oh, we're not. We're going to block this guy. I mean, we block Archer, we just get, you know, he just keeps developing. So here we have to get a force another trick. Of course he's got it, because he doesn't have, he's an infinite number of uncommon 1/1 tricks to beat my guys with, which is a little frustrating at this moment in time. We don't even get good bounce value here. We can't bounce Archer. Although I can play out the Piranhas, I guess. Okay. Does the other guy ever stop having it? No, he goes first too. Imagine how much worse this is for him if we don't get land screwed and we don't get fucking, we're not going second on here, right? Doesn't get to just attack into us with whatever he wants, whenever he wants. All right, it's still pausing, so God alone knows what he has over here. So the 2 health here is a bit of an issue, because Bow makes it a pretty weak blocker. Another trick? No, finally. Worked through his 1 mana combat tricks that don't cost him anything. That's good. Okay, now he has Bow plus Siegebreaker combo. So that's fun. I have to bounce that. I have no recursion. Or I have no ability to deal with it otherwise. And do I block the 1/3? I'm not even sure, man. If I block, I mean, I take 1 if I don't. I guess I lose the 3/2 if I do. Oh, is it Disfigure again? I mean, I guess 3rd copy of Disfigure. Oh, okay. It's not Disfigure. It's a different 1 mana removal that deals with my 5 mana spell. Sure. Okay. It's a good one. Has enough health. But still not really, because I can't interact with this, and this kills at instant speed whenever he attacks with Bow. So I hope he misses it, I guess. Okay. Yes, I know anything I play, but I can't just take damage either, right? I mean, this is when you have 3 1-mana answers to everything your opponent does. There's like nothing. Nothing's gonna hurt you here. Like Ugin hurts him maybe. Good engine. It's not an engine. Like that's a cute little combo. But this is an engine. This is just having the answers. This is just outdrawing your opponent in terms of the matchup of your cards to his cards. There's nothing skill-based about it. You can up the chance of having good cards in your hand by playing more good cards, but that's still totally dependent on chance, right? I can't not do anything, but I can't do anything either here, so. Combo, yes, it's a nice 2-mana combo, a 2-card combo. The Siegebreaker plus the Heartseeker Bow. Agreed. an engine for me has the connotation that the opponent has built these synergies into his deck and spent time and effort drafting those things. This is just, okay, have the fucking nuts, you know? All right, fun one. The downside to stacking a deck with removal is if it doesn't match up well or it out-tempos you too hard, you know? So like 1 mana -2/-2 going first with pressure just every time blowing me out is just brutal. Ugh, games like that are tilting. Nah, it's not draft is harsh or any of these other things, right? The statement is Magic is very RNG heavy. So there are too many games that are just not games, like that one. It's unpleasant to be playing it for sure. We're going second again, by the way. I believe that's every single game this draft. I prefer BO3, but I don't have that option. It's not offered as ranked. I really don't like him ramping up for 2. It's super powerful, but here we are. I'll offer the trade. Maybe he'll take it. Don't have an artifact in play, so this guy's a lot less exciting. Did Piranhas do anything for me? To get the counter, I need to play Capture Sphere on his turn. So the lines are either Piranha, call it a turn, or Glide Master, call it a turn. But I can't attack. If he plays any creature above 2 toughness next round, I still can't attack. Although I guess I threaten the fly. I don't know. This doesn't seem good. Feels probably more likely that I'm going to end up going Piranha, Engineer, Capture Sphere, or Piranha, Capture Sphere. It's an unhealthy meta. Magic is an unhealthy game when it comes to luck, right? There's too much of it in the game. So many of your strategies are about reducing it, and those make the more you can reduce that variance, the better off you are in large part, right? But it's still not. You're never going to equate to a 1-to-1. I did the things. I get paid off for doing those things, right? It just doesn't work that way. I'm happy to trade the Cutthroat for the Oracle. Oh, it's doubtful he's going to accept that. Oh, he does accept that. He's going to unsummon the Oracle and play it for more draw. No, he's just scared of that creature. Is okay to that. Okay. Yeah, this card is nuts. I really like this card. Now, every time I played it, it's gotten... Well, not true. Half the time I play this, it gets removed. The other half I win. So we'll see. We'll see what happens here. We can't remove it. So... I see opponent, his hand is just, okay, sure. So here Piranhas hurts us again. Maybe it was wrong to, could be in for 4 more damage at this point if we had played Glide Master. Oh. Can't let the 7/7 hit me. Opponent, that has flash. Okay, that has flash. I can't even like bait him into attack. I mean, I can. I have to get that ambusher to attack or I lose the game, right? So now I have to do this really fucking clunky play of play out Glide Master, jump Engineer, and attack. And even then, he probably isn't attacking there because I have the stupid Piranhas on the board. I know he won't attack with the Arcana, but you're playing to my out. You play to your outs, right? My opponent played this as a non-flash creature. So there's a percentage of the time where opponent attacks with this because opponent's not a very good player. And in that percentage of the time, I have a chance to win. Okay. So I lose 2 damage here by waiting. Yeah, I know. Into a 9/9 trample Sir Flipper. Not wrong. Not wrong. And he still hasn't utilized this. He neither ambushed me with it nor has passed the turn. That's his first time he's passed the turn. Okay, this is not okay to draw this shit right now. What do I have? 6 mana. So I can jump 1. So we play out Pioneer for damage. Don't counter it. Don't have anything. Just pass all of your turns, okay? We're going to give... Oh, it now flies on its own, so I don't even have to. Okay. We're going to attack. Don't need land here. It's your favorite aura? I don't like that one. Happens a lot what just happened here. You get blown the fuck out playing that. But play this on like a Vine Mare or something and just laugh your way to victory. Yeah, exactly, Victor. Frostlinks, okay. Should tap the 4/4. Okay. He can attack me with the wolf, but he can't attack me with the ambusher. Okay. Show me your combat trick. Okay. So at least that's not going face. All right, how's our race math looking? It looks a lot better, a lot worse now that he removed 2 of our cards and locked down our 4/4 flyer. Feat's nice. Would have been nice earlier. So how much damage is he threatening back? 9. How do we kill him? We have to do 3 this turn and 4 next turn. So 3 is... Oh, I can't jump with that. That's annoying. So 3 is I jump the Glide Master, swing Glide Master and Token for 3. Save Courser back to block 4/4, and then next turn kill him with Engineer, Glide Master, and Token, and remove the ability to block the 4/4, I think. Problem is I can't let the token die. If the token dies, then I can't ignore a blocker with the... I'd rather lose my +2/+0 off the artifact synergy. Does that matter? It doesn't matter, right? Oh, it's +1 damage. No, it still doesn't matter. Okay. I didn't remember that getting +1/+1. I just remember it being flying, draw 2, discard 1. Okay. That's 7 we're taking. Or 6, rather. He's got a flyer, but he can't block us. He doesn't get a wolf. He really hates this ambusher. He didn't play it as a flash card. And didn't... So he didn't ambush our 2/1 and has generated only 1 wolf token off of it in a fucking draft game. It seems crazy. Okay, got there. Nice. I missed the +1/+1 portion of this, by the way. So I could have maybe done a different attack if I only needed to, because I could have got in with the token. I don't know. I don't know if I would have played that differently if I'd remembered I got +1/+1. I saw it as 4, but okay. We get there by the solution that we thought we were going to. It's just I forgot the 1 off the token. I mean, I feel like opponent lost that game rather than we beat that game. Like, if he had just ambushed with the fucking wolf as opposed to casting it main phase on his turn, I think we would have lost probably our 2-1 who's jumping people, and it just would have been game over. So, cool. Going first this game, hopefully. Hopefully. It will be going first with only 2 lands in hand and we'll never hit a 3rd land, or we'll be going first with a mulligan. We'll see. I would have been slightly annoyed if positions reversed in the end. Yeah, probably would have been. But if I were playing fucking Prodigious Growth and that Ambusher, I would have won that game. Because I would have fucking for sure used my flash creature as a flash creature. He's probably scared of counter. That could be it. It's just very hard to not want to get value out of that 4/4 in draft, right? Like it eats so many creatures so many of the time. Exactly. Flash 4/4 seems very. It feels. If you're so sure of your position, maybe. Like sometimes you have to play into counter spell because you have no option, and sometimes you don't need to ambush because you're so far ahead. But he never generated wolves from that thing either. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. All right, opponent goes first. Standard play. We do have bag into Glide Master into drawing a land playing Corrosion. It's too bad we're going second. But other than that, I guess it's reasonable. Bag is back. Yeah, we won our 50-50. Red mana. All right, red mana. So we're going to see aggression. Okay, it's ramp. All right. Yes, of course. Goes first, ramps into Chandra using Chandra's Ember Cat. It's so troll, man. It's so fucking troll. Does this thing plus as well? Yeah, it pluses and gives elementals extra damage. So, all right. So now my options are remove this. Great. Okay. Imagine going first in a game. Imagine. So he's elemental matters, red, green. Can't deal with the Chandra ever. And it kills like 90% of my creatures. Could you take a turn or 3 off? That'd be good. No? Okay. It's like so the opposite of taking a turn off. Okay, Pioneer doesn't do anything on this board at all. Okay. Chandra fucking Hellcat turn 2 into Chandra turn 3 into double Heartfire Immolator turn 4. What do you think? Inevitable prowess trigger here? What do you think? Pump spell? Oh no. Wants to develop Fire Elemental?